Another! That's the opening.
Okay.
Hey there guys, welcome back to Aquavize. I'm John.
I'm Andrew.
And I'm Mike.
We just watched Thor. Here back for the MarvelThon, the Road to Infinity War. Basically we're just going to talk about, just like any other video, the likes, dislikes, and what we overall thought about the movie. Everything is just as before, complete spoilers, so if you haven't watched the movie, go watch it now, then join us back later on so you can hear what we think about the movie ourselves. But anyway, let's just talk about, I guess, more or less just the movie itself. All the characters inside the movie and, well, whoever obviously played the best part. I loved Loki.
I agree.
Loki
was the best. I agree.
Part of this.
And the beginning part of the movie I really liked because it showed more of what Asgard actually was before Thor himself got banished. And seeing more about Loki's feelings when he finds out that he's not actually part of their family. So that's actually more or less what I kind of liked about the movie. There's not really too much I liked besides seeing Thor trying to live inside the real world and understanding that it's not really for him. Because, it's just, Exhibit A, this drink is good. Another, you can't really slam a cup in the ground in the middle of a cafe. It just doesn't work. Or asking a pet shop for a horse. That's just for one. But that's what typical Thor's comedy comes from the books. They don't do that as much though. They make him too much into a comedian, I think.
Yeah,
I think Loki's just more of a comedian. He's a trickster for one.
Yeah, he's obviously the best part of the movie, and it's an okay movie. It's not that great. It's not really that memorable. I mean, it kind of is because it's like the first appearance of Loki, and I like the end battle, and there's a couple minutes of cool stuff that happens.
Like the first 20 minutes of the movie is pretty cool, and then once after he gets banished,
it slows down a little bit,
and he starts trying to do the things like what he was saying before, where he's like, I need a horse and all that stuff. After all that, then it starts to get dull, and then and then it picks up in the last 10-15 minutes.
I feel like I could probably fall asleep for get a 20-minute nap if I had a long day at work, and then I can just resume watching this movie. It's kind of like a bonus.
I don't know. There's just a lot of the stuff in the middle of it. I mean, like I said, and he just said, first 10-20 minutes of the film is great, and then it's like the last 10 to 20 minutes of the film is also pretty alright.
Yeah, when Thor gets his hammer back and he gets his powers back, I think that's kind of when it's like, oh, I'm awake.
Also, he was pointing out during the film, he was like, these are trained SHIELD agents. Shouldn't they be able to take down a regular man? Because Thor at that point was a mere mortal. He was mortal.
Yeah.
He wasn't no longer a god or a demigod.
I just feel like he might not have done that much damage. Also, when Loki uses his freezing powers against Heimdall, it's just, why does he not ever use that again?
That's more or less a conversation for a later time, but Andrew does prove a valid point. He never, if you look at any of the other Thor movies, or even the Avenger film, literally the one that Loki's in, he never uses his ice powers again.
Yeah, I think he would, if he used it maybe in the Avengers, it could have been cool. He could have froze Captain America, so I don't know. He could have done something.
He could have did a lot more badass things, is what Andrew's showing us.
He was still good in this movie. I mean, I like the end fight.
There was nothing bad about it. I mean, he does a lot of really interesting things inside the film. I mean,
but it shouldn't really be, even though it shouldn't be about the villain, it should be more about Thor. But he's a good character. I like him. I think Chris Hemsworth does a good job as him.
I don't know, man. See, spoiler alert for all upcoming films. I hate Thor. I hate Thor inside the films.
John does not like Thor.
No, he is my least favorite hero character out. I appreciate all the other ones a lot more than I appreciate Thor. I go to a Thor film to watch Loki. I should not have to do that. That's how I just don't think he's a good character. I think the actor's great for him. I think he plays a good Thor inside the first film, and I'm like, alright, I can get around this. Not my favorite movie, but I can get behind it. I think it's pretty interesting. Then you realize what they do with him, and it's like, what are they trying? That's kind of what I'm kind of getting behind.
Yeah.
And we'll get more into that, like I said, with other films. But
yeah.
I just don't like him. I don't like Thor.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so
not much to say.
He should not be the worst part of a Thor film.
Yeah.
And I'm going to say that a lot. You're going to realize that. But
at least we got to see some Agent Coulson.
Coulson is also another great part.
So that's a good bonus. So. But I have not much to say about this one. It's kind of, right after this came the Avengers, and so it's like
Well, in story timeline, yeah.
As soon as the
'Cause I
Avengers
think-
came out, people were just like, let's just watch the Avengers.
Well, that was the whole purpose. It was
Yeah.
more or less, let's watch what's going on with the full team, not, hey, everyone's a single action.
Yeah.
But then again, I mean, we're getting a lot of single action films, so we can't really complain. We're getting a lot of good films. Well,
Yeah.
supposedly good films. We're not all sure if they're going to be good. But anyway, there's like I said, there's a lot I just dislike about this movie. They paced it out really slowly. I figured with him not having his powers, I thought he was going to be more funnier because he's trying to live, like I said, he's trying to live in a real world time to where everything's not working like it would in Asgard. So, but I mean, there's not really too much, like Andrew said, not really too much we can actually say about the film.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
I guess out of 10, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10 because some good
6
moments
out of
and
10.
Loki is Loki.
That's pretty low for you though.
Yeah, you know, because it's just because like if I feel like I can fall asleep for 20 minutes, that's not good.
Okay. And
Yeah, I agree. I'm probably gonna go with the 6. Like I really like the beginning, and the end. The little stuff in the middle is really kind of boring. I kept spacing out a little bit here and there.
Yeah, I should not have to. You know,
Jane Foster's psychic character is pretty funny at times, but everything that deals with Loki is great, but other than that.
but it's not Loki. It's called Thor, so it's like
Yeah.
maybe.
well, I mean that's also another thing with me. I mean, I also think the sidekick to Jane Foster is really interesting. But if I had to rate this movie out of 10, it would probably be a 5, like just a solid 5.
Better than 4.
So I would definitely go lower, but it's only because of Loki and Odin that it doesn't go too low. Odin was also really, I don't know, Odin didn't play a big part, but Odin has always been one of my
Yeah,
favorite characters.
he was asleep for a lot of the movie, and
Yeah, no,
and
but he
just
played-
like the audience was. So
Yeah, he played a really good part in the beginning, but I felt like a little rehash in the beginning when he was fighting the ice giants.
yeah, that's pretty cool. I like all the action scenes, so when there is
Yeah.
action, I like.
Yeah, I mean there was like literally maybe 4 fight scenes. I want to say it was against the ice giants. He gets banished, and then it was there was like 3 of them enemies because it was the ice giants. And then it was the against the guy with the face.
Yeah.
With the that opens up his face and shoots at the lady. I forgot what he's called. Against him and then against Loki. There was only 3 fight scenes. What do you think about it?
Technically.
Oh, I'm sorry. And when Thor was fighting against the agents.
Yeah.
So, okay, so 4, like I said. But anyway, like I said, I rated out
Yeah.
of 5. These 2 rated out of 6. It's personally just not my favorite for Phase 1.
Phase 1's about to end because we're
Yeah.
about to watch the
Oh
Avengers.
yeah, we're about to get to the good stuff now. Well,
So-
Until after. but-
Basically, next time you guys
Yeah.
join us, we'll be watching the Avengers. Definitely like to comment if you want to see some more. Share the videos with your friends so we can spread out. Hit the notification bell to join us for next time, and see you guys inside the next film. Have a great time.